This is Anne-Marie Paquette, Director of Education with the Mosby Heritage Area Association. With me is Travis Shaw, our Public Programs Manager, and we are here between the hills at Ebenezer Church, the Ebenezer Methodist Church up here, and we are here to talk about the Loudoun Heights battle on January 10th of 1864. To celebrate the anniversary, we're going to walk you through a couple stages of this, what was really a raid on the part of Mosby's Rangers, and they're going to be going after Cole's Cavalry, a Maryland group here in the area.
Right. So yeah, the Loudoun Heights fight on January 10th is one of the most significant battles that Mosby's Rangers are going to fight in during the course of the war. And to give you a little bit of background, we'll talk about their opponents in this battle, Cole's Cavalry. Cole's Cavalry is a battalion of 4 companies of cavalry made up of Western Marylanders and Virginians. They were raised in 1861 as part of the Potomac Home Brigade to guard the Potomac River from raiders like Mosby, like Elijah White. So they have a lot of experience in this kind of warfare. These are country boys, in a lot of cases locals, and there are families from between the hills whose sons are fighting in Cole's Cavalry. So these guys know the back roads, they know the lay of the land, so they're very effective in these raids against Mosby and against other partisan groups. So these guys are not strangers, they've definitely encountered one another before. In fact, they just came off of one of these encounters.
That's right. On New Year's Day of 1864, we know that Mosby's Rangers ambushed a contingent of Cole's Cavalry down near Rectortown, Virginia, when they were on a counter-maneuver. Now, that was a rousing success for Mosby's Rangers, who captured about between 20 and 30% of the entire, force that had gone down there. About 30 guys were either killed or captured and then sent to Andersonville. Trying to follow up on his victory, John Mosby is going to come up to Harper's Ferry and is going to try to rout Cole's Cavalry once and for all. They're right now camping at Loudoun Heights, and so Mosby is going to come up the road here behind us and is going to take this bypass to cut up behind the heights that Cole is camped out on.
Right. We've got the rest of Cole's Cavalry, about 100, 150 men camped out at Loudoun Heights. Mosby's come up with a 3-pronged attack. They're going to take a farm road just behind us up to Short Hill, cross over into the mountains, and come behind Cole's camp. One column is going to be led by Confederate spy Frank Stringfellow. Stringfellow is going to try and capture Major Cole and his officers. Another column under the command of Captain Smith is going to try and grab the horses. There's about 50 horses tied up at the hospital up there. And then Mosby and the bulk of the force are going to ambush the camp itself and really try to inflict as much damage, try to kill or capture as many of Cole's men as possible. And the night that they choose to do this is the night of January 9th to 10th, 1864. It's freezing cold. It's one of the coldest nights of the season so far. There's 6 inches of snow on the ground. It is a dark night, new moon. There is very little indication that they would make this kind of daring attack. So Mosby is hoping to catch Cole and his men completely by surprise. And what happens next is not quite what Mosby expected to happen. So we will fill you in on the details of the fight itself at our next stop.